left, middle, right, left, middle, right. Oh, I've got to do the standard left. Okay, what is going on here? I'm going to click here. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Right. Absolutely no idea. Colour shapes to solve puzzles. I can press E. Okay, so now I'm in red. Okay. So this means it's surrounded by 3 red. Ah, okay, that's useful to know, can it? New colour. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it should always display the... Will it always display the letters? No, it won't. Okay. So that needs a yellow next to it. That's that. That needs 2 yellows next to it. So there we go. These are all... Nope, these are all red. That's red, and that is a yellow. You see, it needs to display me the letters here. No, it does, but it takes so long that... anyway. Not all circles are given. Oh, that's annoying. Do they all have to be coloured in then? So that needs a yellow next to it, so that's yellow. This needs a red next to it, well, given that that is yellow. Can I change the colour of that? No, I can't. Then that must be red. That needs to be yellow based on that. That needs a red next to it, so that's going to be red. Those sounds are getting annoying. This needs a red next to it, so that goes there. Sorry, it's got a red next to it, so it needs to be yellow. I knew that. Okay, so we've completed that level. Okay, so we are given these to start off with. So this needs next to it 2 reds and a yellow. It's got 2 reds, so this has to be a yellow. Yes, agreed, they are not the clearest. So this needs to have a red, which it's got, and 2 yellows. So that's yellow, that's yellow. That needs to have 2 reds. It's only got 1. So that is that. Okay. This needs to be yellow. This needs to be yellow. Okay, so it's going to reveal more clues. Needs to have 3 yellows. 2 red, 2 yellows. So that's going to be red. This is very Temetsi-ish. I'm liking it already. Okay. This needs 2 reds. Not all circles are given, so this has to be red. That has to be red to satisfy that. Okay. So this has got 3 things next to it. 2 of these are yellow, so at least one of these is going to be yellow. At least one of these is going to be yellow, so that forces that to be yellow. So we've actually got a yellow and a red there. How do I undo that? I want to undo that. I didn't mean to click that. We've got a yellow and a red. We know that that's red. Okay, that's now red, so that's fine. So yellow, we know that this is yellow. Okay, right. So if it's a wrong guess, it just does that shaky thing. Fine. Yellow. That's a bit of a shame, really. I would want it to... how many lives do I have, Faddy? I have lives? Where are my lives? Oh, are these lives? Oh... Okay, interesting. So 3 reds. These all need to be red. Red. This needs 2 yellows. This needs a yellow, and the only thing it can be is there. Yellow and red, so it needs another red. I wouldn't have said that they were hearts, but you're quite right, they are heartish. Okay, if you run out of... Okay, you just reset. Cool. So I know there's a yellow and a red here, and I know there's a yellow and a red here from this. So these are the same. And so if that was red, then that would be yellow, and that would be yellow, and that wouldn't work because I need 2 reds. So red, red, and yellow. This needs to be next to a red. Well, it's nice and straightforward. But if you do misclick, you get to carry your failure with you eternally forever. Arch. Ever the light-hearted one. This needs 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, the fact that they're there, does that mean it's these 3? I suspect not. But does it? Does that mean it? That's not adjacent. So it's this, this, and this that are all red then. And it is this, this, and this that are all yellow. This needs to have a yellow next to it. That needs to have a red next to it, because those aren't adjacent. I wouldn't have spotted that. Yellow, red, red. We've got yellow, red, and we need another red. Need a red next to it, so we'll have that. Thank you very much. Needs a yellow, so that is a yellow, and we need 2 yellows. There isn't. There we go. Well, we've been dealing with 2 colours. Why do I suspect a third is about to plop its way into the field? Okay, so we've done that level of puzzle. Let's do this level of puzzles. Blue, yes, so we've... okay. Okay, I see why they're that. Actually, that's quite straightforward. 3 blues needed. 1, 2, 3. This needs 2 reds, so the others are going to be red. Oh, we're getting all sorts of shapes. Okay, that's nice. Indeed, Catus. I asked Catus before we started, how many levels does this have? Where am I going to be halfway? I want to split this in 2 and do half this week and half next week. Catus was like, yeah, can't really. Yeah, I see why. You're next to a red. Let's put you next to a yellow. You need to be next to a blue. It could be either, couldn't it? You need to be next to it. So it's a yellow and a blue here. Well, you're red. Let's have a look. So, this is a red and a blue, and this is a yellow and a blue. So the only thing that works is that. So therefore we need a yellow and we need a red. Absolutely. I'm expecting to be 2/3 of the way done through numerically-ish. And then we'll stop there. So, okay. This is common to both. They've only got 2 things that they're next to. This one and this one. So this has to be the yellow. Which means that this has to be red. And this has to be blue. And there we go. You're next to a red. And you're next to a yellow. I'm enjoying the variety of shapes. The one thing I think I wish Temetsi had done was go a bit stranger, a bit quicker. I really enjoyed the later levels. Yes, they took forever, and we only got through 3 or 4 a day, a session, but I really liked it. So, one of these is yellow and one of these is red. This can't be yellow because 1, 2, 3. So this is red. So this one is yellow. And red and blue. This can't be blue, so that is red, and that one is blue. This in the middle has to be red. No. If this was blue, this needs a blue. If it was here, that would violate this. So this is the blue, and this is the red, and this is yellow. This is probably just sounding like absolute gibberish. But I'm enjoying this game. No? Ah. No, no, no. Left, middle or right? Pick a thing. Whoever picks it first will get the choice. Left, middle or right? Left, middle or right? Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Centre. Ooh. Okay. So starting from here, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 blue, and there's 6 things it's next to. So two of each. Now, this outside must be blue because it's common to both this and this. Ah, that solves a lot, doesn't it? So this is the blue. Then the yellows have to go here and here, and the reds have to go here and here. So therefore blue here and here. This needs a blue, so one of these is blue. Oh, and two... Oh, hang on. Ah, so we know that there's 2 blues, 2 yellows, and 2 reds around the outside as well. The centre's going to have a colour as well. So it must be red because it's the only thing in common to this. Which means both of these are blue. Both of these are yellow. And thus both of these are red. Perfecto! I'll do Faddy's right next. So I've got red and yellow. This has got one of each. We know that that is blue, so this is also a red and yellow. Red and yellow. 2 blues. So this touches this, this and this. So 2 of those 3 are blue. And these are red and yellow. So this can only be red and yellow, so therefore these 2 are blue. Okay, well that solves that a lot there. So yellow comes down here. Red and yellow, this is red. So now I need a red, yellow and blue. So I've got a blue, I've got a red, I still need a yellow. Again, red, yellow and blue. Got a blue, got a yellow, I need a red. Bright colours. Is there a colourblind option? No, just controls. I can tweak the brightness, but that just does the whole thing. So, sorry about that. Okay, what have we got here? A yellow and a red are there. Oh! Lost a life. If did I lose a life? Probably lost a life. Didn't. Oh no, I didn't lose a life because I'm not currently selected in anything. Phew! Indeed, indeed, Hollow. We know that one of these is yellow and red. One of these is yellow and red. One of these is yellow and red. And one of these is yellow and red. So these 2 are both the same. These 2 are both the same. These 2 are both the same. And these 2 are both the same. One of these is red. Well, we knew that. So they all alternate. Where does it start? Where does the disambiguator come? I see no disambiguator. Is there one? Have I not spotted it? There's a yellow and a red here. That's fine. And it just alternates all the way around. Yellow, red. Is that right? Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. No, it doesn't. Okay, I got it wrong. One of these is red. This is where a pencil tool would be really useful. Because one of these is red and one of these is yellow. And on this, one of these is red and one of these is yellow. And on this, one of these is red and one of these is... So this is a diagonal. And this is red, then that's yellow, then that's red. So these are different colours. Or are they? Hang on. It doesn't for the big rectangles. These are both the same colour, and then these are both the same colour. I'm just trying to work out what that means. So are they not? This implies I need a red and a yellow, which is here and a here. So those are different. So that's red and that's yellow, say. And then this, if that's yellow, implies that's red. So those two will be the same colour. And that red would push the yellow here. So we've got a yellow and red. So yellow, yellow, red, red, or vice versa. They could be yellow, yellow, red, red. How do they interact? Yes. So red here. There's one red here. So I know that those are different. So if you're yellow, you're red, and you're red. Okay, so it's always... So those two are the same. Whatever this is, this one is the same. So it's that, that, and that that's the same. These four are one colour. This. No, can't be, because these are two different colours. If these two are different colours... Yes, so they're the same here. One of these two pairs one of these must be a pair. Either this and this is the same, or this and this, and it must be this and this. So therefore, these are both red. Don't do that. Red, red, and then that's red, and that's red, and the others are all yellow. Ooh, thinky, 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 thinky. It is, yes. Okay, well, this is immediately blue. So, this is yellow from that. This is red from that. Oh, no, why not? What else are you touching? What else is red touching? Let's restart that then. This is blue from the centre. Oh, it's touching the whole centre thing. Okay. Okay, hadn't spotted that. It's touching 4 things and not 2. Okay. So, this needs a red and a yellow. So, this is a red-yellow pair. This is a red-yellow pair. This is a red-yellow pair. And this is a red-yellow pair. But we know from this that one of them has to be red. That's not a negative constraint. So let's say that this was red, then these would need to be yellow and would force each of these to be yellow. Is that right? So if this is red, this puts a yellow into here, that puts a yellow into there, and that puts a yellow into there. So we get yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, so what we're saying is these are the same, because if this is yellow, these are all red. Now, we need at least one red from this. So therefore, they are all red. And the outside is yellow. And that gives us one of each. Okay, so we need a yellow and a blue. This needs a yellow. Well, the only way it's going to get that is from here. And the blue is going to go from here. There we go. Part the second. Completez-vous. Hey, Fox. So that had 3 sides. That had 4. This has got 5. So it's going to be 6. Then a 7 maybe. Oh no, those have got the same. Oh no, it's got 3, 4, 5, 6. Things are going to happen, aren't they? Did you enjoy it, Fox? Okay. So we got a few levels to go. What are those doing? What are those doing? Okay, that's our overall count then. Fine. So we know we've got 2 red, 2 yellow, and 3 blue. Okay. So we've got 2 red already allocated, and 2 yellow. So the other 3, which is this one, this one, and this one, are blue. 2 reds next to here, therefore 2 yellows here. Okay. So there are 4 yellow circles, but only 2 yellows overall. So therefore they must both do double duty and go there and there. Which implies, therefore, that red and red, red and red, red and red, and thus the other 3 are blue. Okay. We must know what that middle one is. Hold off a second. If it's about the game and it's not really spoiler, but it might spoil something, hold off for a second. So we know that around there's 2 of each. There's an extra yellow. So we know this middle one is yellow. So we've got either a red in one of those. We've got a blue and a red in those 2. Blue and a red will definitely go there. Okay. There's only 1 more red in this outer circle. And it's either here or here. But it must also touch this, so it is here. Okay. So we now know that we got 1 yellow. No, 1 yellow is there. So a yellow and a blue here. Oh, we therefore know that this is a blue, don't we? And we're going to get the other blue here. So therefore, this is a yellow. And that touches the blue. And the last thing is a yellow. Okay. Let's go with that one. Randomly selected. Oh, funky shapes. Okay, just red and yellow this time. Game over. Game over, Arch. Okay, so touching the yellows. There's still 2 of those are red and 1 is yellow. So we've got a minimum of 1 red here. Just go through that again. There's 1 yellow here. So yeah, there's 2 reds and a yellow. So there's a minimum of 1 red here. In fact, there is exactly 1 red here because it goes with that. So therefore, this is a yellow. Okay. And we know that equally, because there's a yellow and a red there, and there's a second yellow there, that this one is red. This is going to be common to both. This and this. So what are these? Okay. How does that help me? The count. The count is where it's going to come in. So we know. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll know these in a second, I think. So there is 1 yellow here. Potentially another. Hang on. Okay. This sees 2 more yellows. No, 1 more yellow, because it already sees that one and that one. So we know that this one is one of the 2 yellows, which accounts for this one here. It's just whether that's new or not, and I can't work it out. It isn't. We know we got 1 of each there. Got hard, isn't it? Okay. So let's say that this is a red. Then I know that I've got red, red, yellow, and red again in the centre, red, yellow. Because we need a yellow here and here. But this would then force that to be a yellow, making a third yellow. So it is not red in the centre, it is yellow in the centre. So doing that again, just checking, if I put red in the centre, this will force either this or this to be yellow. It will force one of this and this to be yellow, but this needs a third yellow between one of here and here. So that would be yellow, that's a third yellow, that does not work. This is a yellow. Good, which means that these are both red. And these are both red. One of each. What have I done? What have I not done? This needs, so it's got 3 yellows. So this is the red up here. And this is the yellow. I did the thing. What is order? What is next? Tell me, Arch. Based on the fact that we're doomed, you tell me, Arch, where I'm going to go next. Take a sip of my coffee. Before we do that. 2 clockwise again, says Catus, which is that one. Make a star. Yeah. Next, lingo. I'm slightly annoyed. I've been going through my archive recordings and I've lost one of my lingo recordings, the very final one. I'm quite disappointed by that. Oh, I love a 7-segment display. Who doesn't love a 7-segment display? This is next to 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are all red. Oh, fudgicles. Oh no, it's next to 6 things. Right. This is next to 4 things. Yeah, it's not a 7-segment display, is it? This is next to 4 things. We know at most... we know we've got a minimum of 1 yellow here. Got a minimum of 1 yellow here. There are 3 yellows between here. Ugh. Where do you start with this one? So we've got 8 of each, 8 reds, 8 yellows to fit into the grid. That, if it's yellow, shoves reds into there. But if it's red, shoves yellows into there. Okay, so one of these will have... No! Right. Oh. Okay. Erase that from your mind. I won't do all these perfectly, but that was just an annoying click. So. There are at least 4 reds in these 6. We know that there is a yellow here. But these could both be red. Exactly, Kate. I think, yeah. But for a free game, I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I know, Fox. Yeah. But because it was an accidental click, I sort of want to find the logic for it. Yes, indeed. Much like my salary, much like my wage. I do things, but I hardly earn it. I don't feel like I do a good job. Anyway. Just don't know where you start. Again, we will have a semicircle on one of these sides. Now, can it be the same? Can this all be the same colour? Because that would imply these are different. So that'd be 1, 2, 2. Then these would be different. Okay. Now this is an interesting thing. These 2 middle ones, let's say they're both red, then they'll satisfy this, but they won't satisfy this. So if these were both yellow, then everything else here must be red. And then we... I feel like it's these middle 2 that unlock everything. then that would be yellow. That... If that was yellow, that would be red, and that would force that to be yellow. If these were both yellow in here... where do you start on this one? That is the question. If that was then yellow, it would be red. Yellow, yellow, red, red, red. Anything can go in the middle, though. We're not going to work out what's in the middle until we click one of these and find some extra clues there. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's add up these 16. We know we've got 16 things. I can add all these up. We'll get 16 things. But this would be counted twice, and these 4 would be counted twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. So therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the contents of these 4 matches the contents of these. Does that help us? No. If you add up all of these 4, which is this, plus this, plus this, plus this, you get these twice. Okay. Oh dear, I think I might have to just hit and hope in a second. Can I have an area to focus on? Yeah, the fact that it's 4 here and 3 here is going to be where I have to start, and I just can't see how it works. So we get 7. Okay, what if I add up everything? What do we get multiples of? Because that is then this. Oh no, we get all sorts of multiples. That's horrible. The 4, this one. Okay. Let's make this red. Oh, I hadn't thought about that at all. Then this shoves this to be yellow. Okay, and then if that's yellow, then this shoves this to be red, which then shoves this to be yellow, which then shoves this to be red. That's an interesting thing. It circulates clockwise, doesn't it? So if that was red, I would end up with yellow, yellow. And because there's a yellow there, then there's a red there, then there's a yellow there. So I'd have red, red, red. So one of these would be red. Now if I made it yellow, we get red, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. Now, is that where it... Is it this? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is it this 3 that blocks everything off? So if I make this yellow, then red, red, red. Yellow, 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 red, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. So if that was yellow, then this would be yellow. And these, and that's red, and that's red. So these would all be yellow. If this was red, yellow, yellow, yellow. So I've got 2 yellows there. Red, 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 yellow, 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 and then that would be yellow. So it'd be this one, this one, and this one. Red, red, red. So this, or that. Either way, either way, am I making these 2 red? Is that what I was saying? So if this is yellow, red, red, red. This is red. Yellow, 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 red, 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 yellow, 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 red. These 2 are red anyway. Curses. I was hoping for a clue. These 2 are going to be set as yellow, I think. So if this is red, yellow, 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 red, 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 yellow, 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 red, red, red. If this is red, sorry, if it's yellow, red, 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 yellow, 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 red, 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 yellow, yellow. So these are yellow and yellow. Red and yellow. Curses. Thank you, game, for not being helpful. Okay. Okay. Well, we know one of these is red and yellow. We know one of these is red and yellow. We know one of these is red and yellow. We know one of these is red and yellow. And equally, we know that in the centre square, there's one red, one yellow. It's a red, yellow, two reds, two yellows. Halfway done. So we need 4. We've got 1. We only need 2 here. So because this... Okay, so it's either these are the same colour and these are the same colour. Is that what we're saying? Because of this, there's a red and a yellow. And here there's a red and a yellow. Here there's a red and a yellow. Yeah, so these are the same and these are the same. So if you're red... So we know that you are the same. So if you are red, if these two are red, then these two have to be yellow, because this needs 3. But on this one, okay, here we are. That's where we break in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, of which 3 minimum have to be red. So one of these minimum has to be red, but we know these are the same. These are both red. And therefore these are both yellow. And I was really hoping that we... okay. Now... there's 3 yellows. We've got 1. We need 2 more. So this is yellow, and this is yellow, and this is red, and this is red. Because we can have more than 4. 1, 2, 3. It's just a minimum. So I think these are both yellow, because we need 3 yellow. Yes! Whoo! Trixie. Trixie, Trixie, Trixie. And these are only with 2 colours as well. Okay. What was the letter? It was E. So you are touching 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 reds and 2 yellows out of all of those. Those are all 3 of these are common actually. So therefore this gives us this colour. So this is red, red, yellow. So therefore this one is red because it's the only extra. Whoa! So I selected the wrong colour. That's all it was. Okay. So I've got this one, and this one. So there's 2 yellows and a red. This is going to be the same, is it? Yes, because you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those 3 are the same. So we need an extra yellow here. Okay. Now these are common to both. Oh, okay. It's almost like simultaneous equations, this one. It's common to both this, and that is common to... It's got this, and this. Okay, we've got a 3. So we've got 2 yellows and a red out of these. And we've got 2 yellows and a red out of these. So these are the same. This has got that and that. Aha, those are 2 yellows, so I now know these are red. And we've got 2 yellows here, so this is red and red. So therefore, we got 2 yellows. We need a... Oh, no. 2 reds. We need a yellow, but we've got a yellow. 2 reds and a yellow we've already satisfied. Are you satisfied? The only things we haven't satisfied are this and this. 2 yellows and a red needed in each. Ah, it's the count. The count is going to help here. If we had a yellow and a red here, then that would force both of these to be yellow. Yellow and red, we still need a yellow for this one, and we still need a yellow for this one. So these are not both yellow and red. They are yellow, and these are red and red. I made that face because I'm... No! Why? I made that face initially because I was surprised, and then... He absolutely cases. Oh dear. Okay. Only 3 reds in all of this. Now that feels very constrained because we've got 8 circles and only 8 red circles given in the grid. Yeah, I mean, yay for more puzzles. Like, we should be grateful, right? So this 1, 2, 3. Everything needs to. If I do, I think this one has to be, because if that was yellow, then it's there and there for this one, and then there and there for that one, and I've not even, yeah, so this one has to be red. I haven't satisfied this one. So you're red. And now I have to hit one of each of these in 2 goes, and so basically this has to hit 2 and this has to hit 2. Has to be here and here. I was really hoping that would give me a hint, but no, I don't need it. I need 5 more yellows. We have done the inner layer of the pentagon. Yeah, blue. Okay. Oh, fun. 7 red, 5 yellow, 5 blue. Okay, so we can start here. This needs 2 reds, so there's a minimum of 1 red in this, because there's 3 shapes. There's minimum 1 red in here, 2 blues. There's got to be a minimum of a blue in here. So we need this is a blue-red pair, which means that this is a red and this is a blue. So whatever shape, whatever colour out of red and blue that is, this is the other one. We can apply the same logic. We've got a red-yellow pair here, and that this is a yellow, and that this is a red. Now, this can't be yellow because we need it to be red or blue. So therefore, this one is red, and this one is yellow, and this is blue, and that one is red. Okay, lots of information there. This needs 2 yellows, so we can just immediately pop those in. This needs 2 reds, we can pop those in. You need 1 of each, so we need a blue. You need 1 of each, so we need a yellow. And now I've got 1 red and 2 blues. Where is the disambiguator? What have I not used? This needs 2 reds. It's got 2 reds. This needs 2 reds as well. It's only got 1. So there we are, and then blue. Pretty! Oh, he's gone out of order again. 5 reds, 2 yellows, 2 blues. Is it a staircase going up or down? Who knows? Okay. So these only touch 2. So we know that 1 plus 2 of this plus 2 of this plus 2 of this plus 2 of this. No, 1 of that, sorry. 4 red and 4 yellow. Now, we know that it has to alternate because we've got red and yellow here. So if that's red, that's yellow, that's red, that's yellow, that's red. Ah, we've only got 2 yellows. So if this was a yellow, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, we'd have 3, but we've only got 2 yellows that we can do. So we can immediately put the staircase in, starting with red, and then the yellow. Cool. This needs to be blue. That needs to be blue, and thus the others are red. Count the stairs. Counting your steps. Did you get your 10,000 steps in today? I barely got 1,000 in. What kind of shape is that? 5 red, 4 yellow, 4 blue. We know we've got a yellow-blue pair here. We've got a red-yellow pair here and a red-blue pair here. Okay, we know we've got 4 of the reds accounted for. Have we got 4 of the blues accounted for? 2 must go around here, 1 must go there, and 1 must go there. That's your 4, isn't it? 2 will go here, 1 will go somewhere here for this one, and 1 will go here or here. So that's 4. So we know where all the blues are. So the blue in this region must satisfy both of these. So the blue is going to start here. Thus this is a red. And we need 2 yellows. Good. That's all of that dealt with. Now the yellows are where we look next, because I need a yellow here or here and a yellow here and here. There's only 2 more yellows to go. The yellow must satisfy both of these. In you go. I was hoping that would be useful. It is not. Oh, no, it is, because the red now goes here. Oh, and now 2 blues. 2 blues go here and here. So we've got 1 more blue here. We've got a blue and a yellow here. So therefore the others are reds. Yellow, blue here. And that's everything. So these are all red. And then that disambiguates it. Red here, blue here. I'm enjoying this game. Mainly because I was able to solve that one. 2 red, 3 yellow, 2 blue. We know we've got 1 yellow here or here. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I hadn't selected anything. Okay, hang on. This is actually only touching 2 things, isn't it? This and this. So we've got a red-yellow pair. So these are the same. Because if this is yellow, then that pushes that to be a red. And if this is yellow, then that pushes that to be red. So these are the same. sorry. Colours. Who knows what colours actually are? I'm colour deafblind. Does that work? Colour dumb. There we go. There we are. That's the term. So these are the same. And we know that there needs to be a yellow. So therefore they're both yellow. See, I said the right colour then. Okay, so they both need blue, yellow, yellow, red. We know that red is in the middle here. This needs a red. Oh no, this touches both as well. I was going to say that it had to go around the outside because it needs to touch this red and this red, but it doesn't. So we need 2 blue. We know that there's a yellow, blue, blue. Yellow, blue, blue. So the outside is red because we know we've got yellow, blue, blue around here. So red is around the outside. Both of these need to have a... Oh no, they both have a red now, but they both need a blue as well. And the only way to... the only way to satisfy that and the yellows, because you need 2 yellows, is here and here. No. Yes? This needs 2 yellows. So it's got red. So it needs a yellow and a blue. This needs a yellow and a blue, and this needs a yellow and a blue. Ah, but we've got 2 blues, but only 1 yellow, so the yellow must go there, and the blues go there and there. And then you get your yellow and your blue each time. Colour void. Ooh. Only 7 things to colour in. And yet everything basically touches everything else. Right. So the only thing that this does not touch is that one. The only thing that that doesn't touch is that one. Okay. Ah, okay. So this is telling us that out of these 5, we've got a red, and a blue, and a yellow, and a red. So there is 1 red in amongst these, 2 yellows and 2 blues. So the outside edges are red. You okay, Catus? Are you amazed at my intelligence? So we now have 1 red, 2 yellows, 2 blues. We know that we've got blue, 1 blue in those 2 and in those 2. Just got blues and reds the other way. Blue, blue, red. Blue, blue, red. So there is 1 yellow here. They could both be yellow. Okay. No, we know where one of the yellows is. We know that there's a yellow in the middle because... Yeah, you keep the counter. We've got 2 yellows. We know that 1 is either here or here from this one, but there needs to be 1 that satisfies this and this, so it must go in the middle between them. So this is a yellow, and therefore this is a blue, and this is a blue, and that is now the disambiguator, and the red goes up here. Make it +4. Let's be generous, Arch. Oh, the final puzzle in the middle. Is it a meta puzzle? Is it more difficult? Yes. Oh dear. So that's 7 red, 4 yellow, 4 blue. So what do we actually have touching each of these? So this has got this, 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 that and that. So we're given 5 shapes, and there are 5 shapes, 5 colours and 5 shapes. So that does work. Oh my. I think there's 5 yellow dots. Yeah, there's 5 yellow dots, 5 red dots, 5 blue dots in total in these 15, which I was hoping would help us do some counting, because some of these get counted twice. This gets counted twice. That gets counted twice. When you take these 3 shapes into account, but not these 3. But it doesn't help. But we do have here 6 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 shapes, and we know that there must be a red, a blue, a yellow, a red, a blue, and a yellow. So we know that in that set of 6 shapes, we've got 2 of each. Okay. We know that there's a blue in there, and we know there's a yellow in there, so we can actually disregard that. We don't know exactly where it is, but we know that out of the other 3, we've got 2 reds and a yellow. And again, we can disregard the red and the yellow, so we've got 2 reds and a blue, and we can disregard the red and the blue, so we've got 2 blues and a yellow. Now, how does that help? How does that help? A lot of blues going on in the centre, I think. So we can disregard this. So we've got a red, and a yellow out of 2 and 1 of the others. We don't actually know which one. I'm saying it's this one. No, it could be that one. Yeah, we don't know, but 2 reds and a yellow. So those must include 2 reds and a yellow. These, 2 of those 3, so red, red, yellow. These must include yellow, yellow, blue, 2 of those, and yellow and red, blue, blue, red. Of course, that's entirely rotationally thingy, isn't it? Oh, no, the blues, and the... no, I just can't read my writing. That is BBR. Okay, yeah, 3 blues, 3 reds. Okay, fine. So it is... Aha! Now, in that centre, there's yellow, yellow, blue, 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 red, 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 yellow. There's 3 of each. What that means is that in the centre here, because you can't have 3 when you double things up, each one of these counts for 2 of those, that around the outside there is 1 set of them, and in the middle there is another set of them. I haven't explained that properly, but basically what I've worked out, we've got 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 blue in this. So if we've got 1 red, 1 yellow, blue, 1 blue in here, and we know that we've got 2 sets around the outside, and in fact I think we've just worked out that the additional ones is a 4th set, then where does that leave this? Where's the extra one? Because we need 1 more. What's 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're after 3 more reds. Where do those 3 extra reds go? And there's got to be 3 of them. Where do those 3 go? You don't. No, we don't. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 shapes, and I know there's 2 of each colour in that 6. I know that there is 1 set of everything in this middle bit, so that's 3 sets of everything. So in and around this outside, we've got 1 set of everything plus 3 extra reds. It still feels, because it's so rotationally symmetric, it feels like I can't make a deduction about that yet. So let's say I make this red, then that has to be blue, then that has to be yellow, then that has to be red, then that has to be blue, then that has to be yellow. If I make this red instead, then that's yellow, then that's blue. Okay, then that's red, then that's yellow, then that's blue. Okay, so we get a whole chain going on. So therefore, there's a yellow here, a red. There's always 1 of everything here immediately. Okay, that's how we do it. So because there's 1 of everything around the outside of all of them, then that tells us what for this one, what that is. So we know there's 1 of each. So that is, there's going to be a red, yellow, and blue. So we need a yellow and a blue in and amongst this. But we know there's a red and yellow and a blue in and amongst here. That makes this red. Okay, well, we know there's 1 of each of these around the outside, so that's those 3. So there's a red and a yellow, and in fact we now know where the yellow is. And we know where the blue is. Okay, we've got a red here. It's not here or here, so therefore we can put that in there, and we now know that that's blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow. Woo! Good deducting. This needs 2 blues, so it's going to have to be these 2. Oh no, there's only 1 more blue to put in. What have I not seen? Oh, there's already that one. Okay, no, don't, Dan, do not. Do not. But there is 1 blue left to put in. It must satisfy both this one and this one, so it's got to go here. 4 red, 1 yellow. Where's the yellow? It's either here or here. And so it must satisfy both this and this, so therefore it is here, and the rest are red. Huzzah! Got there in the end. Ooh, see, we've done the 3, we've done the 4, we're doing the 5. It's now the 6-sided shape. Hexagons, which are the best of guns. We'll do that in a second. But first of all, what have I got coming up for you this week? This time next week? I haven't updated my schedule because normally it should say Thursday. Let's start with tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 cryptic crosswords will come along. 2 cryptic crosswords tomorrow. Tuesday, Puzzle Boat 9 will be occurring. And then this time next week, we will continue Red, Yellow, Blue because I won't finish it tonight. No, we'll carry on with this game until probably about 10 o'clock-ish. Yeah, the fact that it's orange, which is red and blue, and it's situated between the red and the blue, concerns me. Do you know what I did before the stream? I made a little colour wheel just in case, so I've got purple, orange and green all written out. I really struggle with it for some reason. Did I say yellow? Just colours, Yeah, here we go. So, this one has to be orange, doesn't it? Because it's going to be both red and yellow. This needs 3 reds. So that is red. This has a red component. This is yellow, therefore, because it doesn't have a red component, therefore. Orange. Oh, no. Okay. Each of these has a yellow component. These both have a red component, so therefore that is orange, because we know it must have yellow and red. And this one must be orange as well, because it has yellow and red. So we know that that is yellow and red as well. And now we're down to normal colours. So there's 2 reds and a yellow here, which means the top one is a yellow. This is going to annoy me very quickly, I think. Red, red, and yellow. This is going to get annoying. Yay! Let's go clockwise. Okay. 6 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all have a red component. The only thing that doesn't are the 2 yellows, which are here and here. Everything here has a red component except for this and this. So those are yellow. Okay. This is both, so that's an orange. Hang on, no, there's 3 shapes it's next to. Very close, Dan, very close. There's 4 reds. Okay. There are 4 reds. 4 pure reds. And we know that oranges are going to be 2 out of these 3. So therefore the 2 oranges, yeah, because they're red and yellow, are going to be 2 out of these 3. So therefore this one, and this one are all red. They are pure red. We know now that we now know this one is orange. Oh, hello. For me, this and that isn't the same colour. My eyes have already started blending them. That bodes well. So 2 reds. We've got the 2 reds and 4 yellows. 1, 2, 3. So this has to have a yellow in it. And we know it has to have a red in it. It is orange. And therefore red up the top. Three pure red, 3 pure yellow. And 3 mixes. So in total, that's 6 red and 6 yellow, in a way. Okay, so you are touching these 3. And you are touching these 3. This is touching both of these. That is definitely orange. And that counts for 1 in both of those. Well, we know that this is also touching red and yellow, so that is an orange. So that's both of those satisfied. Oh no, yes. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Catnip. I hadn't spotted that. Yes, not a pointy touch. In that case, let's see if I can just reset. Okay. Okay. This is definitely orange. That was correct logic. 1, 2, 3, 1. No, it was... Yeah, okay. And that is just, it doesn't satisfy this. One of those. Okay. We know that we need another orange. It needs to satisfy both this one, and the only thing that touches both is this one. There we go. Okay. So that's got red, that's got red. So this needs to be a red. This needs to be a yellow. Okay, so this touches 3 reds and a yellow. There's the yellow, so these 2 are both red. And these 2 are both yellow. So why was that? Oh, because it... Yeah. There were yellow circles as well. Okay. Absolutely, Catnip. Absolutely. Oh, so many shapes. So many circles. Okay, so this has got yellow here and here because we've already accounted for the red. That red, there's a yellow here and here. So this is pure yellow because the only thing it touches is this and this, which is giving it a yellow. Oh no, it could be orange. It doesn't have to be. It just means that it's got a yellow component. Okay, that's got red, red, red. Gosh, okay. Okay. The key to this is finding the oranges, I think. We know there's a red here and a red here from this. There's a red. This is where you would want a bit of pen tools. I could do a snipping tool for this, actually, couldn't I? Because I need to know what is going into each of these things from the outside. So that is yellow and red. This one's an orange because it's going to get... That red goes up there, so that yellow goes there, and that red goes there. So this one is orange. We're getting a yellow from here. No, that's a yellow from here. Yellow, so that's pushing a red into there, and that a yellow is coming from there. We know that is orange. Is that one satisfied now? 2 reds and 2 orange, 2 reds and a yellow. Yep, absolutely. So this needs to have a yellow, and this needs to have a yellow. That could be yellow. Welcome back, Katus. Welcome back. Yes, many colours. Too many colours. At the moment, just orange, but we will get to all 6 colours, I would imagine. Then hopefully a horrible grey mess once we combine all the colours. where does this go next? So, okay, so this needs red. So that's going to push a red into there. That's going to push a red into there. So at the moment, we've only got red in there. Oh, hang on. No, but we could put an orange in there. It's just it will have a red component. Let's have a look at what we get in here. We're pushing a red in from here and a yellow in from here. That one's orange. And in this one, pushing a yellow in from here and a red in. There's your orange. Okay, good. And now we're dealing with pure colours. So we now know that this is a red, and this is a red, and the others are oranges. Yellows. Colours. Just too many colours. Ooh. So this touches those three. Okay, this touches. So we've got a yellow. So there's definitely a red component in this, and because we know we've got a red here, there's definitely a yellow component in this and this. Those are both orange. Sweet mercy. Okay. Okay, so we know there's a red component in that. We know there's which pushes a yellow component into here. That may or may not help. Okay, red goes here, therefore yellow here, yellow here. So we've got a yellow in here. Red in there, yellow in there, red in there. So we've got a red and a yellow. This one's orange. We are dealing now with just pure red and yellow. So because that's red, this becomes yellow. What do we have here? We've got a yellow, red, red. So there's a yellow that way. So this one is a red. Okay, so this has got 2 red and 2 yellow. So therefore all 4 of these are red instead. And the last one is yellow from the count. Okay. Okay. Only one orange. So the puzzle is, where does that go? Lots of red, 6 red, 3 yellow, and 1 orange. How do I determine that? Okay, so we know that both of these have got a red component. We know that this is one of the, and both of these have got a red component. Okay, but one of these is a red and one of these is a yellow. So therefore the orange is one of these two. These are both red because we know that neither of these, if the orange is somewhere over here, both of these, do we know that? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So both of these are red. We know that the only orange is over here. And that doesn't touch it, so one of those is yellow. One of those is yellow, I should say, and one of those, 2 of those are red. Oh, so many things. One of these 4 is red, and the other 3 are yellow. Ah, okay. We know that 3 of the 4 yellows are here then, don't we? So 3 of the 4, all 3 of the yellows are here. Pure yellows are touching this. Because you are not touching either of those. So therefore we know you must be red and you must be red. And this one, no, we don't know that yet. This one we do know is red. Because we've got red and orange pair here. No! Boop. Red, orange pair here. Therefore, this is red, this is red. 3 of these 4 are yellow. Yeah, of course, that could be yellow. That's why. That's where I'm mucked up. So we do know that this is red and that is red. Red, orange pair here, 3. Now this yellow must be one of... There is one yellow here. Minimum of a yellow here. Oh no, hang on. We got one red. So we got a red-yellow pair here, which means these two are yellow. Yellow. There we go. Yeah, it's so true, Catnip. So true. A good game. Where's the orange? Good game. We know we've got a red-orange pair here. So that's those two taken account of. So therefore this one and this one are red and yellow. So therefore that one is yellow. This one is red. And now this will disambiguate because that doesn't touch that one. We are touching one yellow, so there needs to be a yellow component here. There's 3 reds, so this needs to be a yellow and a red. Is that right, he says? Getting worried? That's red, that's red, that's red. Yeah, those two are... What? Hang on. Yellow, red, red. This needs to have yellow, so therefore it is orange. Thank you. Mini panic. Okay. Just 7 circles. So just 7 circles, 7 segments, whatever you want to call them. Interesting. 1. So you touch 1, 2, 3, 4. You touch all of those 4. You touch 1, 2, 3, 4. You touch all of those 4. So we immediately know that these 2 are orange. And this one, in fact. That touches that and that. This touch... No, that... Those two. Those two are orange. Okay. So we know that one of these is orange. So we know this is a pure colour. It must be yellow. We now know that this is yellow because that is touching that orange already. So yellow. No! Poop. Poopy Poopington. So, logic again. This touches both of those. That is orange. This touches both. That is orange. One more orange. And it's either here or here. So, therefore, this is yellow. That's touching orange. This has a yellow component, but it could still be orange. Fine. We've got 2 reds. The red, one of the reds can't go here. Because then this needs to, this is either yellow or orange. So we know that's not red. The other red could go here or here or here. We know that these two have a red component. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these come from the subset of red, red, orange. From this one has a yellow component, so it is either yellow or orange. I feel like the next step is actually determining that this triangle in the middle is red. I feel like that's where we go. Probably entirely wrong. We know that these two come from red or orange. So the yellow is in neither. Yellow is in neither of those. The yellow. Okay. Ah, that's touched. So it needs red and it needs yellow. We know this is orange. It needs yellow and it needs red. So it is orange. Okay. So that pushes this to be yellow. because it's got a yellow component. And then 2 reds. Ding ding. There we go. This is going to be green. Yeah, yeah. I have a question. Are these sets of levels round here? These 4 things? Because I'm wondering where to stop. I think I'll probably stop about 10. I'm just wondering where to stop roughly that is halfway. Okay. I feel like completing at least this hexagon is where we should go minimum for today. Okay. Yes. Oh, and we're going to get purple as well, are we? Green. So red and yellow. So that has to be orange. And it's 2 greens. So let's do that. Okay, red and blue, which is purple. No! Yeah, well, first of all, it's yellow and blue. I just misthingied. Restarting. Ah, okay. You only have to restart from a thingy. Okay. So yellow and blue is green. I'm glad that they're nicely displayed like that. So we've got green in the middle here. We need 2 purples. Blue and red, purple. 2 oranges needed. Okay. 2 greens, which are blues and yellows. So the only things with the yellow component are this and this. Blues. Blue. This and this are blue. Oh no, this just hurts my head. So this is red and blue, which is purple. This is blue plus yellow, which is green. This is just blue plus red, which is purple, and this is blue plus yellow, which is green. Oh, this is hurting my head. Purple. It's absolutely the best way to say it. Purple. Red, red, yellow, and yellow, yellow, blue. Okay. We know that one of these is a red or a yellow component. In fact, we know that one of them is yellow and blue because there's no pure yellow. There's no pure yellow that we can put in these middle 3. So this yellow goes with this blue. So we have one of the greens, and and it's got to go in the centre because the other 2 are orange. Because they are red and yellow, and then the other 2 are blue. Okay, prepare for pain. Okay. Just taking a moment to look at the 2 yellow, 2 blue. Those are primary colours. 2 orange, 2 purple, secondary colours. So purple are red and blue. So there's no red component in these 4, but there is a red component in these 4. And these are the only 4 that have a red component. So we know that the secondary colours are in those 4 and the primary colours are in the triangles. So therefore we know that both of these are yellow. Let's find out if that logic is right. And we know that both of these are blue. Good evening, this is RYB. It is a free game on Steam, and essentially it is putting colours based on the shapes that are around it. So these 3 yellow circles mean that in in 3 of the shapes around it there is a yellow component. You join me where we've already got into colour mixing. It starts off simpler than this. Righty-ho. So blue component in here, here, and here, but we need a red and blue. So therefore, those are your purples, and the oranges are going to go here. That is that one. It does not stand for ride your bicycle. Okay, so that yellow circle means that this thing next to it that it's touching has a yellow component, which it does, because it has a red component and a yellow component to make orange. So that is that, because it's not touching that, but it is touching this, this, and this. So we know that both of these have a blue component now. And that has a blue component, but this one has a yellow component as well, so blue plus yellow is green. We know that this one is green. Now this one has a blue component, but there's no pure blue. So it must be either green or purple. We have no greens left, it must be purple. The same goes for this. There's a green component here, it must be, a blue component here. So it must be green or purple. There's no purple. No green, so it's purple. Keep doing it wrong, I'm so sorry everyone. Okay, this is orange, so this has the red and the yellow. That's green, so it's got the blue, so therefore this is red. And we're left with a red and an orange. This has a yellow component. Red does not have a yellow component, so this is the orange and this one is the red. Hoo boy. Okay, well, I was going to say, well, this one is blue, but not necessarily. It's blue or purple or green. We know that these have a yellow component and these have a yellow component. That's 4 things with a yellow component. That's not. That. Okay. The only things with yellow components are orange and green. So these come from orange and green. Those are the 4 orange and green. So this is either blue or purple. I can't do the same trick with red because it's touching 3 things. No, I can't do the exact same trick. But, so this is touching 3 things, this is touching 3 things, and we know that these are not from orange and green. They must be from red, blue, and purple. But blue, it does not have a red component. So therefore it can only be red or blue going into the shapes nearby. It can only be red or blue. And there's only 3 circles. So therefore this one, the fact there's 3 is very important. Right? My brain has now decided to shut down. Blue screen of death. Blue brain of death. Orange has a red component as well. Okay. But I thought I'd worked out that these were from orange and green. So where did the 2 blues go? Is that what I'm saying? Blues can't go here, here, or here. Because there's no reds. The blues must go there. Hang on. There's no yellow component in blue. What have I done wrong? Okay. Yellow must go here and here. Yellow must go here and here. The only thing with yellow components are these 4, orange and green. And that does go in here. That must go in there. So now I'm left with these 5. And I've got 1 red, 2 blues, and 2 purples. And that's where my brain stops working, because surely the 2 blues are impossible to place, because if I put it here... Oh, no, 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 nothing... Okay. Yes, that's what it is. This one has to have one of the red bits. Because otherwise I could put 1 here and 1 here, but then I need... Yes, that's how we start it. If I put 2 red components in here, then this needs 2 more red components in these 3 shapes, but that's 4 circles with red in it, and there's only 3 from the red and the purple. So this one must do double duty and must touch both this and this. So this has got a red component. We know it's also got a blue component from underneath. This one is purple. That's where we start. Oh, lordy. Okay. So it's touching another purple, 3 more blues and a red. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what it's touching. Okay, so we know we've got a purple here. Very tasty. So we know these are orange and green. So the purple is either here or here. And the red is the other side because... No. We know there's a yellow component to both of these. Purple and yellow don't mix. So these are either orange or green. Red. So, red. Yellow and purple. Yellow and blue make green. Okay. So there's a minimum of 1 green here. Red. Orange. Blue. We know there's a purple either here or here. Fine. The disambiguator will come later for that. Red and purple. And 2 blues. Ah, okay, so this is touching this and this. Okay. So we know purple must be in one of these because there's no way that you can add yellow and purple to each other. So we know purple is either here or here. So that gives us, at most... Ah, the red goes underneath, of course. There is blue in these 2 for certain. I've forgotten about looking underneath. That red goes down there. Purple goes on one of the outsides. These both have blue, and we know they also have yellow. So therefore these are both green. And the oranges then go on top. Okay, we know there's a blue component, one of these. It's going to go there. So that is blue and red. There's your purple, he says, checking. No, there's a red that's gone down there to make that purple. Okay. So, no blue in that. So there is a blue in this. There's no red in blue, so it's either blue or purple. That's gone down there. We know there's a red and a... Okay, we know there's a purple and the other one also has blue in it. So therefore purple and blue are taken up. So this one is pure blue, is what that means. Good. Which means that this is red. This one has to have a red component, does it? This is purple. Ah, okay, this one has to have a red component because blue has no red component. So that's got a red component, this needs a red component. Here's your purple because that's got red in it. And here's your solid blue. Nearly mucked up there, nearly mucked up. Woo! Tricksy, tricksy levels. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're given quite a lot of information here, aren't we? Because for this, we know that there's this, this, and this. And for this one, that touches that, that, and that. So we know that each of these is blue, but we've got a blue plus a yellow, a blue plus a yellow, and a blue plus a red, which is green, green, purple. So in fact, we know where the only purple is now. We know that one of these three must be purple because it's blue plus red. There's a purple here, which is either here or here. There's only one purple circle, must go here. So therefore the others are green. There's a yellow component here and a yellow component here. Do we know more? We don't know more yet. We do know, though, however, that this one is green. Okay. Combinations are going to come into play here. That's not what I was expecting to see. Blue is either going to touch red or yellow. So we're going to get either a green or hang on, we've got a green. So we've got a green which is a blue and a yellow, which has to be this blue and this yellow. So this means we've got two oranges. We're left with two reds and two yellows left over. So orange, orange. Okay. Everything around here has blue. That's got blue. This has got blue. This has got blue. Everything has yellow. So these are both blue and yellow. So they are green. So we're left with two yellows and a blue. Both of these have a yellow component because purple has no yellow in it. So this is yellow. This is yellow. And this must be the remaining blue. Well, that was a lot more straightforward. I regret my choice of words. This is not a lot more straightforward. Okay. A lot of purple going on here. We know there are no red circles, no pure red circles. And this... Oh no, we're going to start to get three colours getting mixed in. That could make all sorts of fun. So we know that one of these is red and one of these is yellow, but this is definitely red. But there's no pure reds. This must be red and yellow. It is orange. So therefore, orange. No, he's wrong. Okay. Where was the faulty logic? Interesting. This has a red component. This also has either a red or a yellow component. If it had two reds, it would just be red. There is no pure red. So therefore it is red and yellow. It must be orange. Oh, but it must also have a yellow or a blue. Okay, that's true. What if it has all three? It would be brown in the middle. Interesting. Interesting. There are pure blues. So that could be blue. No, but that is a blue plus. We know that that's a hybrid colour, minimum, because there's a red and it's either going to have yellow or there's a blue and it's either going to have yellow or red in it. There's no green, yeah. So therefore this is purple, is okay. I still don't understand what's gone. Aha. No. We were just saying that there's two reds plus a third thing. So red. This must also be... Oh, it's just coming from the other side. Fine. Okay, so this is another red plus blue. This is purple. Okay. And now you want a little pencil marker to cross that off. And cross that off. So this is minimum of yellow. So this pushes a yellow out here, pushes yellow out here. So we've got, currently we've got yellow. I'm assuming you can't have yellow, yellow plus blue. So two of one and one of another. So because we've got two yellows here, is that correct for me to put a yellow in? No, because look, there's six things we're given information. No, it's fine. It's one of those, isn't it? Isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Purple goes there. Purple goes there. 3 blue, 2 yellow. If this was yellow, it doesn't satisfy this. So we know that both of these are blue, in fact, because that's just simple. He's got it wrong. Right. Purple, purple. So that relates to there, that relates to there. Or does it? No, because that could be red. Ah, okay. Okay. And that could be blue equally. Nah. But we know that there's no yellow in here, so there is 2 yellows in here. And we know that there are that's it, don't we? That's it. That's it. I was looking for a similar thing over here. Okay. So just because this is purple doesn't mean it was necessarily given by this dot, but it has a yellow component. No, it doesn't. It's the one thing it doesn't have. It has a blue component. Colours, blooming heck. I hate colour puzzles. Why am I playing this game? Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lord, Lord. Okay. So we know that that has a red component. This definitely has a yellow component in it. I've not considered what we have here. Okay. I do feel the need to scribble on this one. I really need some scribbling. So we know we've got yellow in there. We've got So does that mean that this and this are yellow? I think it does. Because that's pushing that into there. Nope. Purple, purple. Okay. This has a yellow component. Blue goes that way, so this has a second yellow component. So that can... but it's got other components, hasn't it? It's going to have at least 2 more components that will have to be the same. They will have to mix properly. So the only thing that can be, because it can't be purple, is blue. Because I can't have a red from both. Unless, of course, there's 2 more things hidden here, but I don't see how you'd ever get to that. I don't think you'd ever have that information. So therefore, blues... I'm continuing to... I think this is purple. It's not purple. Ah, purple, purple. What assumption have I made wrong? So I've got to... Hang on. This purple came from this red and that yellow, didn't it? No, because that's orange. This purple came from a red and a blue. One of those reds and that blue. this purple came from this red and that blue. It's all gone horribly wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it. I also need to scribble. So it's time for snipping tool. Whoop. Here we go. Right. Okay. So we know that that's purple. So that is that red that is done. Gosh, there's never going to be a good choice of colour here, is there? Apart from brown, maybe. And a blue. And this one's purple, which is blue, and a red. So we need this, there needs to be something with a yellow. So that's got a yellow in it. Good evening, Virgis. And this also needs a yellow component in it. This takes up one of those two, or it takes up any of those, in fact. I'm so stuck. If there is if we've just joined us, Verdus, if there is a circle that describes one of the properties of one of its neighbours, yes, Verdus, very hurty brainy. Hurty brainy. Okay. So this needs, okay, so that blue is taken up by that then, is it? And that yellow would get taken up by that. That yellow gets taken up by that. This gets taken up by that, and that. Okay, so that actually satisfies everything. Okay. So, what next? We know there's a yellow here. So it's from any of those three. We have no greens, so it's either yellow or red that gets added to it to make orange. I can't work out. Because if there's another purple around here, then that does not necessarily relate to that. This could relate to just a yellow, say. No, blue. I hate colours, it turns out. Okay. But it... no. So that is yellow. And what does that go with? So there's red, yellow and blue. So this has got to contribute something to this hexagon and this hexagon. It can't contribute a blue because then it would have green. We have no green. Can't contribute purple. Doesn't make sense. So this must be red. And the same must go for this. And this will give us orange. There's a yellow here and a yellow here. So actually we can just ignore that. That is the components that it's done there. So there's a purple and 3 blues. Purple and 3 blues. Let's do the oranges. Yes, was just getting there. Orange. Ooh. Okay. It's very melodic. Okay. So 2 yellow around each of these and 2 yellow around each of these. So we know we've got 2 pure yellows around each of these. That's all 4 pure yellows. 2 purples. That's those taken care of. Or is it? There's 2 more purples. Okay, no, that tells us these 2 touch this and this. Is that what it's doing? I want this and this to be the other 2 purples. But I don't trust my logic quite yet. Because let's just... so we know purple. If that was a purple, that blue could still satisfy that because there's blue in purple. So that has not helped, but we know that there is a minimum of a blue. We know there is a minimum of a blue in each of this and each of this. And that's your 6 things with a blue in. So we actually know where the 4 yellows are now. The 4 yellows are here, here, and here, here. So let's put them in. So now it's trying to find where the 2 blues are, and the rest are all purple. So 2 of everything. We got the 2 purples, so it could be 2 reds. But the only way to get red in there, because we need red in each of these, the only way to get red in each of these is to use purple. So these 4 are purple, and the remaining 2 are blue. Whoo! Okay. Right, penultimate heptagon level. Just 9 shapes. 3 minutes left. I'm gonna finish up the heptagons and then I'll be calling it an evening. Yes, yes we do. Okay. So I know that there's a yellow component, and a blue component in these 3 things. There's a yellow, red, and red in these 3 things, which are the same. Okay, and again for these, okay, so this touches all 4 of these, all 4. So it must be, well, it could be pure yellow actually. I was going to say it must be a secondary colour, but actually it could be yellow because then you've got yellow, 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 yellow. This could be yellow in the middle. Would that work? Don't see any reason why not. Have we? We've got 1 of each of the secondary colours. We don't have any blue. So we know that the blues always mix with something. So, if the blues always mix with something, and we know there's 2 blues in 3 of these thingies, we know that one of them must be here because it must also touch this thingy. So one of the blues goes here, and that is going to go with either red or yellow. So this middle one is either purple or green. But what that means is these both have yellow in. So we've got 1 yellow, 1 orange, because, oh, is that right? We're going to have blue here. We could have 2, we can't have 2 orange. We can't have 2 orange here because there's only 1 orange circle. So we've got 1 orange, 1 yellow. We know we've got 1 orange, 1 yellow. Okay. We need a second yellow. So one of these is yellow. Thus, taking out this. No, ignore that. Both of these are blue. Let's snipping tool it again. Snip, snip. Whoop. So, okay. We know that this had to have something in. There is no straight blue, so blue always mixes with something, so this has got a minimum of blue. So we know we've got a blue and a yellow over here. Because that blue is going to contribute to there, we know this has a yellow and this has a yellow. We've got, so that one is done. That is done, but not the other two. So this is going to contribute a red or a yellow. So it's a minimum of one orange. Okay, so the orange is definitely in one of those two. That orange is taken account of. Minimum of one yellow here. And in fact, we need some yellows. We're going to get one up here and we'll get one down here from a yellow-yellow pairing. So we've got one yellow here. So we've definitely just got yellow either here or here. Colour theory. Woohoo! I've missed something really obvious, have I? Probably. We know that there's going to be the green and the purple are in amongst this as well. Purple can only be blue plus red. Which could go here. There is low-hanging fruit. Counting things? Let's count things. Because this is that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 of everything. Boo, that's not what I wanted to see. Well, actually, no, it is. Because this gets counted twice, this gets counted twice, this gets counted 4 times. This gets counted twice. 1 second, 1. So that's that one. Then from that one. Hang on, let me just make that more obvious as a second dot. Then third, and then this one 4. So that's the amount of times that it all gets counted. So this gets twice, this 4 times, this twice, this twice. Okay. Okay. We know there is blue. Yeah, that was not a particularly useful exercise in my opinion. Okay, what's my low-hanging fruit? Show me my low-hanging fruit. You know, the top 3 are that, and that in some order. Okay, yeah, so combinations. We know we've got an orange here, a yellow here, Oh, hang on. Is this just red down here? No, because this could be green. If this was green, then I would have 2 oranges. Ha, there we go. If this was green, if I put the yellow here, then red would go here and red would go here. I'd need 2 oranges. I don't have it. So therefore, this is not... sorry, not blue plus... Yeah, not... Yeah, I'm not putting the yellow there. So therefore, I'm putting the red there. I know that this is purple. Okay, that is where we start. Lots of things. Now, 5 things with a red component. They're these 4 and the orange. None of these 3 have the red component. So, I had yellow. So I know there's a yellow and an orange up there. There's a yellow and an orange in those 2. So given there's a yellow and an orange out of these 2, this one can't be yellow. This must be orange because there's nothing with a yellow component. So that's orange. The bottom one I said was, so the blue's gone up there. Ah, there's also a yellow and a yellow here. So it's either yellow or yellow and blue. It is yellow and blue. It is green. And now we're dealing with solid colours. We're dealing with primary colours again. So that's got your blue. All of these have a red in it. So those 4 are all just red. Is that right? That's got a blue in it. So these all have red in it. It can't be yellow. So therefore... absolutely terrifying. And then yellow, yellow. Hooray! 1 puzzle to go for the evening. The triangles. Right. Oh, there's a hexagon in this one, by which I mean pentagon. I worry about my brain. Okay. Lots of things going on. 2 red, 4 blue, 1 orange, 2 green, 2 purple, but no pure yellow. Which is probably... Indeed, Kano. Probably we need to look at what the yellow is doing. There's no pure yellow. 2 of these need to have yellow in it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that all of these have got a red component in. So that's from this triangle. Now this is interesting. Are there really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. I hadn't seen these. How did I not see these giant triangles? Brilliant, Dan. Good point, Arch. Love it. Okay, so... Okay. 2 greens and 6 blues. So that is this, and those 2. So the red... So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 shapes, of which we're given 8. So we know that this one in the middle, which is the only thing that doesn't touch that, must be red or orange. It can't be yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be yellow on its own. We know it's got a red component. Oh, and there's this. So we know that this also must be red or orange. Which we actually sort of knew anyway. Purple. No, purple's going to go in there. Okay. So so many circles, I don't actually know where to start. Needs a red component, doesn't it? Possibly a yellow component. Okay, let's see. Where do the yellow components go? So we know that of these 9 shapes, 8 of them... 8 of them have a blue component, of course, because green has a blue component. So the only things that don't have blue components are these 3, 2 reds and a yellow. So one of these is either, orange. One of these is either red or orange. This is either red or orange, and this is either red or orange. I think that is what that has told us. This one, that one, and one around the circle. That is where the 2 reds and the orange go. You're quite right. You're quite right. I didn't, but I think I've now accounted for that. One around here, the centre and this, that's where your red and orange 3 are. Which means that, so there's 4 things. So we know that 1, 2, those are going to have red components, but these have also got to have red components as well. And the only thing that have red components are red and purple and orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But these, what are those? But one of these must be purple, is what I'm saying. One of those must be purple, and one of those pair must be purple. Purple. Where do the yellows go? The yellows go into either orange or green. This must have a red component. It must not have a yellow component, because there are 4 things around this red thing. 4 red circles around it, so this must have red because it can't be the yellow, because then there wouldn't be 4 red. So this has got red in it, but we knew that. Doesn't rule out orange. Does rule out green though, of course. And the 2 things. So, okay. That's going to account for possibly one of the yellows. Oh, hint please, hint please. So we know one of these is orange. We know the orange goes around here. Oh, so we know this is red. Because an orange thing must go somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure this is red. There we go. because we needed 4 red things. And I'm after a red, and an orange from here, here, and this one. Ah, so therefore this is also red. So we've got 1 orange somewhere around here. Okay. So therefore the other one is a purple. So we've got an orange-purple pair here. And again here we've got an orange-purple pair here. So therefore these 2 are purple and this one is orange. No! Let's do all that again. Red, red. Did I know where the other red was? No, there isn't another red. Okay. There are 4 blues, which I would imagine are these around the centre. So blue has no red component. So blue can't go here, can't go here, or here. It also can't go here or here because it's not got any of these which touches it. So we do know where the blues are. The blues are here, 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 and here. So green. So I've got 2 greens, which are the 2 greens, which is going to count for these. So there's a red thing there, and a red thing there, and a red thing there, and a red thing there. And so green can't go here, here, or here. So therefore they must go here and here. Good. 2 purples, which is what these yellows are going to not touch. And an orange. So that yellow goes there. So therefore we need a yellow here, which makes that the orange, because it can't be purple. So let's go yellow, orange here. Yay! And that is the heptagons done. Is it going to be an octagon up there? Yes, there we go. I think so, Arch. I think it was absolutely fine. I got back into logics eventually, absolutely. And I'm going to pause it there. I think it might be a long stream next week, actually. We are, well, I'm going to say slightly under halfway through, but I'm very much, despite the fact that I hate colour puzzles, I do genuinely dislike them. There's enough logic going on here that I don't mind it as much.